Ready. Party time. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 30 of Coffee Casuals and Consoles. Today we have an awesome cast and a special guest, but we're missing someone. The Xbot 448 is MIA. I think it's because he was held hostage by the Mooch. They're having a battle royale about this iPhone X. Have you guys seen that thing? What do you guys think?
I honestly could care less because I'm an Android guy. Sorry, Apple.
Ew.
I think it's nice that we're having a phone war instead of a console war for once.
I know. You know what? It's such a change. We're having a phone war instead of a console war. I like it, but it's kind of like the same thing, I guess, right? It's just a little bit different.
I don't think any phone is worth that kind of money, though.
You know what? I like it. So, it is pricey. I can't say that I would run out.
I'm in a really weird position where I'm at because my whole family is Apple, and I'm not a big Apple fan, but for the sake of making it simple for my family, I probably gonna have to go Apple again. But that price, I am not going to be looking at the iPhone X anytime soon, really.
Yeah, that price tag is pretty steep there. I definitely want to pick one up, but I don't have $1,000 lying around, so maybe I can sell a couple of my organs or something and make that money. Yeah, I don't know, but okay. So I guess the Mooch isn't holding Xbot hostage anymore.
Oh my goodness, guys! Holy crap!
Twitter's crazy with this phone war.
Yo, I was like all tied up, and I was trapped in a place. It felt like 1995 AOL, and I realized it's just the iPhone user interface, man. I'm so glad I got out of there.
I thought Trump had you.
I thought you were going to say you were trapped in a basement somewhere, surrounded by dry pasta, and
it was weird. It was weird. It was just a screen with very uncreative files. Like I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Yeah, but anyway,
I will be confiscating Xbox
I had to pay $999 to get out, but I made it for the show, guys.
There's two people in this household that bought two iPhones recently, and every day I hear, I regret this so much. I regret this so much. I'm like, I told you.
No, stop. They're amazing. I like iPhone so far better than
I hear Windows users say the same thing.
Windows are trash. Windows Phone.
She's saying that because she was in the preview program and she was dealing with the glitches in that. All right.
Oh man, whatevs.
Still trash.
I want to quickly shout out everybody in the chat. Good morning, you guys. Thank you for joining us. You guys are all amazing. I want to know what you guys think about the iPhone X. Graphic God, iPhone X is $1,319.
Yeah, that's not going to be coming out of my pocket anytime soon.
Went up. Press 2 or not.
Yeah, you go buy it, then walk outside. It falls out of your pocket. Crack. There goes.
But it's got the most versatile screen on a smartphone, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. But
it has the strongest glass ever.
Yeah, guys, it's got glass on both sides, the front and the back now, so you could really risk breaking it. So that's awesome. I love it.
Listen, I got to sell a couple of organs, but I'm gonna get it. So I'm excited.
I get so sick of iPhone hype when their fucking phones come out.
You know what? I don't care. I like it. That's all that matters. This is my show. I'm just kidding. It's all of our show.
It's my show.
But I'm the host. I say what goes. So let's say good morning to the panel. We have Creating Beyond Limits. Would you like to say hello, good morning, and good stuff? Oh, afternoon. I'm sorry.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, or whatever, depending on where you live. Pretty interested to talk about all the topics that we're going to be talking about later on in the show and trash on a few things. So along the way, hope you enjoy.
Yes, hope you guys enjoy.
Have a point of Guinness here, you know what I'm saying?
What happened?
I know, just saying I have a point of Guinness, being Irish. Nice. No, not really.
All right.
Dean's drunk.
Oh, I'm pissed right now.
And then we've got Mr. Boomstick XL. Would you like to say good morning?
Good morning, everyone. Thanks, everyone at the chat for popping in and hanging out with us today. We do have an awesome panel, and we have some great topics to talk about.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and there might be some fighting. There might be some fires. Who knows? Then we've got Supersonic Station. Would you like to say good morning, hello, and all that good stuff?
Skeletor to King Rendor. Skeletor to King Rendor. Come in, you royal boob.
Skeletor says hi. Good morning. Hi, everyone in chat and watching. It's going to be a great podcast.
Skeletor is not a part of our show. I just want everybody to be clear on this. He's not a part of the show. And then we've got our special guest. I decided I was going to put him in the middle because everybody puts the guest first. We have the graphic god, Jay Williams. Would you like to say good morning and stuff and things?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for inviting me to the podcast. I know I've been a member in the past, but my work schedule just hasn't allowed it in the last couple of months. But really, really happy to be here, and let's keep that chat clean because I'm a band hammer.
Dun dun dun.
Jay,
guys.
JayDubbs for life. Come on, all the W's in the chat, yo. Let's see you shout them out real quick.
I want to hear some.
Jay,
Developers.
developers.
Just joking.
We got it.
Just joking.
And then we got the man who was being held hostage by Mooch and decided that he will be buying me an iPhone X, the Xbot 448.
I think you got me confused with somebody. Anyway,
Probably.
what's going on, everybody? Yeah, Mooch threatened to have bald eagles like pick my eyes out and stuff like that. It was really horrible. But I did break free. He is still my boy, by the way. But I gotta say, man, what an iPhone fanboy he is.
Oh shit!
he's right there with my brother. Shout out to
Oh, my
Neo Mental. Guy's been trying to convert me for years. No dice.
Beautiful. And Neo Mental is that much higher with the brownie points right now. We like the iPhone fanboys up in here. And then you have me, the host, Mel, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, guys, I think we're going to have an interesting show. I just want to shout out some of the awesome people in the chat. There's so many people that, stop by every week, and we truly appreciate it. And we have Yard Stomper. Good morning, Yard Stomper. UK Dazarus, always here, best supporter. I don't want to say best supporter, that's rude. Our moderator of the year, word goes to him for Xbox channel. Me, I like to say everybody's moderator of the year. That's a moderator. Fuzzy Belvedere, good morning. Edwig, good morning or good afternoon to you guys wherever you are. We have, I was going to say Supersonic Station, but you don't count. Lethal Sinner, good morning. Neo Mental, good morning. Neverland, good morning or afternoon. You guys are all amazing, and we truly appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us. I saw Who's Next somewhere in the chat. He said, good morning, OSNAP, Ponybot, 448, Sonic Graphics.
There it is.
That actually flows really nice. Good morning, Game Down Sites. Guys, I hope you brought your coffees because I know I've had more than enough coffee to keep me going for days. So before we dive into the more interesting topics, I do want to hear what everybody's been playing this week. So we're going to start with the graphic god, JayDubbs. What have you been playing this week?
What have I been playing this week? Oh, I've been playing a little Sonic Mania because I'm so lame. I haven't finished it yet, but I jump into that every so often. I am lame. I actually booted up Gears of War 4 yesterday to get all those achievements that apparently pop up if you haven't played it in a while.
Ooh.
So I missed. I think I might have gotten over 100 achievements. Just
you get achievements just for logging in?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
A lot.
I got about 300 yesterday for just turning on the game.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm going to do that right now.
I played some Record, the definitive edition to one. I just want to see what the improvements were, and I have to say that I actually beat a couple of mini bosses that I couldn't beat before. They must have made some adjustments to the gameplay, which made it a lot better. Because that was one of the things. Like, I like the game, but I find some of the areas a little too difficult and a little too grindy. So I kind of put it away. But I'm glad I'm getting back into that.
Oh my gosh, there was one. I think it was like the first boss I got stuck on. I was like, this game sucks. I was having so much fun with it though. So I definitely want to go back and check that out. Maybe I'll be able to pass a level here or there,
I think we just figured out Snaps might be bipolar. This game sucks. I had so much fun with it though.
Oh man, we didn't know that before. Come on now, Xbot. So, I mean, I'm definitely interested in checking out Gears of War 4 now. That totally made my day. Thank you for
well,
that.
just remember when you boot up, you're gonna sit there for about 5 or 10 minutes watching the gold or watching the diamond pop up and get the achievements. So
that's so great. You know what it's gonna be like? It's gonna be like I won the lottery. It's gonna be awesome. All right, awesome, JayDubbs. Good morning to SaijiBot in the chat. SaijiBot is awesome. All right, so Mr. Boomstick, what have you been playing this week?
Destiny, and more Destiny. I'm addicted. It's like crack cocaine, and it is. You know what? It's a game that you can play by yourself. If you want to just run around and collect chests and do, beat the story mode, it's great. But it really shines when you're in a party with like I play with my brother all the time. We have a real laugh. I've played with Mooch. I've played with SaijiBot. I want to raid with everybody that's either on the panel or that we hang out with on Crossfire because it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm sitting here like, ugh, Destiny 2, blah, blah, blah. It's only because I'm mad, guys. I'm jealous because I don't have the game. I don't want to say I don't need the game. I mean, I don't. Nobody needs a game, right? I really want to play it, but I don't have the money right now, and I'm not going to spend the money right now. And then I've got stuck on 2 other games where I'm really enjoying right now. So
can I just say something to Boom real quick? Hey,
what's
Boom.
up, brother?
Boom, me and the Don are coming together to do a video for my channel. Come to find out, the Don has plenty of screenshots where the actual layout of the game, where you are, completely mimics areas from the original Halos 1, 2, and 3.
Oh no, listen, there's absolutely no doubt. I mean, they even have a gun that's a pistol that looks like the Magnum from Halo 1.
Yeah, but they made it purple.
It's purple. Yeah, the only difference is that it's purple. Yeah, it's shaped a little different, but you look at it, and if you're a Halo fan, of course you are, you're going to immediately point it out. Look, they're Bungie. They created Halo.
They broke away for that creative freedom, huh?
Well, they signed the deal with the devil, and unfortunately, like Destiny 1, even though Destiny 2 is absolutely fantastic, you can tell that they need to get things done. Perfect example, there are only 13 achievements in the game. And that is due to if they didn't finish the game on time because of the deal they signed with Activision, who is not the greatest people, they would lose the IP to them permanently. So you can tell.
Don't worry, there's going to be more achievements with the future DLC. Just don't worry about
sure.
It.
Yes, I'm sure. Activision, they love money.
13 achievements? What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, and they're very obscure. I've gotten 3, and I put about maybe 40 hours into Destiny 2 already.
See, the first achievement is you got to scratch your balls in front of boss number 4, and then you get the first one. Yeah.
Wow, bot. You're getting muted already.
No!
So you've only played Destiny, and more Destiny?
That's it. Morning, noon, and night. It's really, and it's crazy because I haven't beaten the game, and I'm not in a rush to beat it because I'm just having so much fun just doing public events. I haven't even done a strike yet, for that matter.
Well, you know what? At least you're enjoying it, and that's what counts. That's why we buy games, to enjoy them.
Destiny is the iPhone of the gaming industry.
Xbox, you're gonna get kicked in the forehead in like 5 minutes while we're live, and everybody will hear it.
I was gonna say we got to turn on the webcams for that.
That would be great, right? Supersonic Station, what have you played this week?
I've actually been spending a lot of time making a game on Unity Engine, a VR game, so I'm excited about that. Learning lots of stuff and how to code and all that fun stuff, and playing lots of Destiny.
So you're playing lots of Destiny and making games.
Yep, 271 Warlock, and I'm ready to raid tonight.
He's making, is the game that you like with the Twinkie and the cat, is that something you did?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, yeah, that's just a thing where you can put your voices over it, but it's pretty funny and cute.
This is interesting coming from someone who absolutely hated VR. Now look at him, VR fanboy of the year. making games and shit.
I'm eating my words. That's why I want Xbot to try Destiny. So because there's a chance that he might actually.
I want to play it. See, that's the whole thing. I said it on last Saturday's podcast, next podcast. I said, it is fun to make fun of Destiny, and there are definitely like things in there to make fun of. The whole recreation of different Halo elements and stuff like that, I really don't like it because they broke away for quote unquote creative freedom, and their creative freedom was making the Magnum lavender. So
hey, lavender is nice.
It is, but like I do want to play it. I see a bunch of my friends, on the Xbox playing it. And while I have the mic, I want to give a huge shout out to Miss L Boogie, who is in the chat. Me and her were going back and forth about iPhone yesterday as well. So huge shout out to Miss L Boogie.
What is up, L Boogie? Yeah, I heard you slapped Xbox around a couple times. That was pretty awesome. He was crying. He was like, "Oh, Boogie yelled at me."
No, I was cutting onions last night. That's what it was. That's where the tears are coming from.
Wow. So, since you're already talking, what have you been playing this week?
Hold on, I got my list. Hold on. I didn't want to miss out here. It's not a big list this time. I was playing, of course, Rock Band. I'm getting back into Rock Band because I want to do, the community rock out and stuff. I have to develop the growth on my thumb to be able to play these songs for as long as I do.
You're gross.
Well,
sorry.
What it is, I play so hard. I only strum down. See, that's something I know. If anybody watches like Guitar Hero videos at any point in time, you've seen people strum up and down and make it look all easy.
That'll make you go blind.
Yeah. Oh, that is the quote of the day so far. But I only strum down, and I act like I'm a rock star. I act like I'm on stage, all that good stuff.
He really does.
Why the hell not? If you're gonna go in, you go all in.
Sounds good.
But what happens is I develop a blister on the side of my thumb, and that eventually turns to a callus. So this way I can strum even quicker because there's no feeling there. You see what I'm saying? So I have to develop that again. So this way I could do my community rock out for everybody out there in the gaming community.
No, he like literally, I came home from work the other day, and he kept trying to make me touch his stupid blister, and I'm like, no, and I got so mad.
I was going around the house like putting my blister on everybody.
I was like, you're fucking nasty. And then here's the kicker though, right? Him on his terrible iPhone, he kept showing me his stupid blister over what is it? Freaking FaceTime. But you hate iPhone, so you know what? There's no more FaceTime, Xbox.
I do. I like FaceTime, especially when you're at work. It gives me a chance to say hi while you're smoking a cigarette or something, taking a quick break, and I actually get to see you, and we can joke around. You can see my facial expressions. I do like that aspect of iPhone. All right.
You don't deserve it though.
Wait,
why don't I deserve it? Because I'm not a blind fanboy.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
FaceTime is Apple's Skype.
It's video chat.
It's Apple Skype is what it is. All right, you just put that in there. That's
it's exactly better than Skype. Just you know what? Don't be a fan.
But anyway, I also been playing a game called, I believe, if I pronounce this wrong, guys, let me know. Cinemora EX.
That was Cinemora.
Okay, Cinemora.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, well, you just corrected me though. But it's a cool side-scrolling kind of like flying shooting game, kind of like in the aspect of R-Type, but it's not a spaceship. It's like these weird planes on this weird world. It's really cool. I don't like the kind of like voice acting and stuff. It kind of brings you down, but the gameplay is really fun. Like I said, Rock Band, Halo 5. I was doing a few matches on Halo 5. Anybody who are Halo fans, they are testing their the kind of like weapons reconfiguration that they're doing. They have kind of nerfed a couple things, made a couple weapons stronger. I will let you guys know the SMG, which is one of my absolute favorite weapons, they nerfed it, guys. It takes so much more to take a Spartan out using the SMG now, but it's in the playlist where I believe it's in ranked. It's right at the top of the playlist. I suggest checking it out and seeing what they're doing with the weapons, possibly giving them feedback and Halo blogs and stuff like that.
Oh man, Halo copies everything off Destiny. I swear to God.
Wow.
All right. Orcs Must Die Unchained. I started playing that last night. That is a really fun game.
I love that game.
I did join in on a stream. Snaps was streaming last night. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, what? I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't do good as a team. You know, there's no I in team. I'm saying, but we didn't do really good the first few rounds. The last round when we hit survival is when we really started whooping ass and taking names. And there was like, ogres' heads flying and arms flying all over the place. It was really cool. And then last but not least is Metro Last Light, because I did complete that after last Wednesday. It is a great game. You talk about a game that has layers and layers of story and atmosphere in it. That game is tremendous. Both the 2033 and Last Light, because there's 2 titles out there. I finally beat the second one, and the third one should be coming in 2018. So, guys, I highly suggest catching up on that. I believe you can play them in Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, download those 2 titles, try them out, and I think you guys will have a lot of fun.
You think? You think?
I think so.
Not for anything. Robin?
I said those are good games. I even like Orcs Must Die. I used to play the crap out of that on the 360, and I like the new one too. And Metro is awesome. I love Metro.
Metro is crazy because you're trapped in the subway living life. You can't really go to the surface for a long period of time, and you have like a faction of Nazis and a faction of communists, and then a group of people trying to live together, kind of like in that whole, you know, everybody's equal aspect. Then you have like supernatural things with like ghosts and shit coming through the subway. And then you have mutated creatures from the nuclear holocaust that happened. Like, yo, there's just so much stuff going on in that world, in that game. It is a lot of fun.
There's even strippers in that game.
Yes, I know that.
My favorite part.
He was like, I was just going to leave that part out.
Well, there's an achievement for the whole stripper thing, and I think I got it. So
I have people calling me right now. I do want to find out what Creating Beyond Limits has been playing, but he better not say Destiny.
Well, there is only one game that I really played this week, and that is Friday the Destiny 2.
Wow.
Destiny has taken over the world.
I just say Friday the 13th. That was funny.
If you go online on your Xbox and you see all your friends, like 97% of them are playing Destiny 2 this week. It's incredible.
I'm literally addicted to the game. Like, whenever I have any time, I'm jumping on Destiny. Like, I actually haven't even done any videos this week or nothing, because like I'm just glued to Destiny trying to get raid ready.
We even played together earlier.
Yeah, it was so fun. Like, I have to say that they really did improve Destiny 2 so much. Like, the story, I completed it. It was a lot better. There actually was a story this time around. And I got a lot more Halo feels this time with Destiny 2 than I did with Destiny 1, which is a good thing. They are the creators.
I gotta say, the music in this game really, wow. I mean, we know what O'Donnell has done in, Halo 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, I think he did the music for the 4th one. But, I didn't think the music was going to be good after he left, Activision and Bungie. They had a nasty falling out. But, wow, the music in this game really puts you in the mood to play. It's fantastic.
All right, guys, here's the thing when it comes to Destiny 2. Like I said, I want to play it. Keep that in mind. Everybody in the chat, keep that in mind. But one thing I don't get, and I listen to fans and stuff like that, the one thing that really kind of bugs me is they were supposed to improve on the story, right?
Right.
And I hear everybody talking about, man, I got to blow through this story real quick to level up, to get ready for this and to get ready for that. And it's like, damn, you don't immerse yourself in the story. It's not that kind of story where you just want to go back and you want to play the story again. It's like playing a game on schedule. Like, I only have this much amount of time to do this before, and I can't even kind of sit back and enjoy like what they supposedly improved on the game. That's the one thing that gets me about Destiny 2.
The story in this game is really replayable, and it actually is very good.
You just don't hear any of the fans saying, man, I got to go back and do that story. They're like, shit, I got
Most of the people said, like, the actual game to most people in Destiny starts when you beat the game. It's all the end game content
Does
people.
That make sense?
Like everyone likes.
That's working.
They like
it is working.
They like doing the looting and the raids. You can play a raid until you're like a high enough level, and the way they were doing it with Destiny is it comes out like a week after the game's released. The raid is, so everyone wants to be able to like get raid ready and be the first one to complete the raid.
I got you. And you hear like people like even you said, Dean, about like, oh, you're feeling a lot more like Halo feels and stuff to that. Well, Halo 5, the multiplayer was completely addicting. The replay value was through the roof and stuff, and people bitched about the story. And the thing I'm seeing, and I'm that person on the outside looking through the glass on the inside of everybody else, and I'm taking notes at what everybody's saying. Nobody's saying, damn, I can't wait to replay the story again. Everybody's like, shit, I gotta breeze through this, so this way I'm ready for this thing that's coming out afterwards and stuff. And at that kind of that I don't know, it feels weird. It feels very
people
weird.
Probably already have, because sometimes a few Destiny players, they'd go through the game multiple times with each character anyway. They'd probably have a Titan, a Warlock, and a Hunter, and they have to get all three of their classes raid ready. So they're going to have to complete the game anyway, or just grind you have to get far enough to unlock certain things. But when I said the campaign feels like Destiny 2, like, it really does. Like, and it feels more like Halo than Halo has in ages.
Yeah. That's a great point, dude. You're absolutely right with that. That is correct, and that's concerning. That 343, 4, the story was fantastic. Multiplayer, whatever. Obviously, 5 came out. You know what's the first Halo I didn't beat? I could not stomach the campaign. It just was terrible.
I already beat it 3 times.
Yeah, but your Xbox 448. I mean, there's a reason why that your avatar has you, as a Spartan. I mean, that's your game. I would feel the same way, but they just let me down with the story. And Locke, he was not the guy I wanted to play.
K Mega is coming after you right now, Boom. I hope you know that.
I know he's a big fan of Locke, but I am not. Sorry.
Hashtag save Locke. What?
Even that tank level when you're driving that tank around like that totally felt like Halo.
Oh my god, yes, absolutely, dude. That was fantastic.
I love giving my 2 cents and then I realize I'm on mute. So
oh wow. I was wondering where you were. I'm like,
I don't know. I got lost somewhere and I thought we were talking about what we've been playing this week, and then the conversation just kept going and going, and I don't know where we're at anymore.
Can I just ask Supersonic and Boom a question real quick?
Sure.
Go for it.
When you were at the start of Destiny 2, the opening part where you lose your light and stuff, did you just get an ODST feel when you were walking around? Like,
yes.
Like, I felt like I was playing Halo ODST. Like,
Destiny was built off the Halo Reach engine, so you better like get some familiarities when it comes to Halo. I mean, still to this day, the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that is still built off of Halo Reach. So, I mean, that is what it is. But I don't know.
Well, it's Bungie.
You don't know?
They make both, so we're gonna see a lot of similarities to like both games.
And which is good because you can like both.
Yeah, you can like both, and I actually love the Easter eggs that they put in Destiny, like nodding down to Halo and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
No, nodding up to Halo. Let's just get it right. Let's put it in the right parameter.
Nodding equally. I like them both equal. Actually, I like Halo a little better, but I still like Destiny also.
Halo doesn't milk the wallet. That's the only thing.
All right.
No,
it does have a good point. Like, I don't know if it's Bungie, probably Activision is going to drain a lot of your wallet out on this game.
Can't wait to drain my wallet on all that DLC content.
I can't wait to tell you guys what I played this week. It's my turn.
Was it Destiny?
No, it wasn't fucking Destiny. Jeez. Guys, I played this amazing game.
Oh, okay? No. Oh, no.
So much fun. I got lost in it for hours. It's called Shopkeep. It's a very...
What is that?
The fucking medieval shop. You get to own your own shop, and then people come and buy stuff from you. And I dig through the trash to find my first item to sell. It was wonderful.
That sounds so fun.
It was so much fun, and I wanted to stream the game or make a video, but guess what? Now I log in and it doesn't let me play, and I'm a little salty about it. It just keeps saying loading profile, and I'm really upset about it.
What are you playing it on?
PlayStation.
That's why.
I knew that was coming.
Oh yeah, I was expecting that. Well, I got a key for it, and I don't think it's because of PlayStation. I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with the game, and I keep talking to the people, trying to talk to the people on Twitter, and they're ignoring me, and I don't appreciate that. That is bad customer service to those people of the Shopkeep game. So I played Shopkeep, and then I literally had a tantrum because I couldn't come home and kick back and play that. It's a nice, relaxing, stupid game. It screams cheap all over it.
I was able to watch it for a while.
Yeah, I was playing, and I was playing on Xbox, PlayStation, and then he fell asleep, and I guess he was really bored. I am entertained by this game. I don't know why. I like to play games that simulate my life. It's really horrible. I mean, I don't have medieval times, but there was one time I was playing Roblox, and I was doing delivery driving, and it was like pizza something. I had a pizza manager job, and I was driving deliveries, and I was like, hey, that's like my life. It mirrors me. I have no life. So then anyways, I played Orcs Must Die Unchained. That is so much fun. If you guys don't have it, you need to get it. It's free on PS4. Go get it if you have a PS4.
Time out. Can I ask you something? I absolutely love Orcs Must Die, and you guys love Fortnite too, and like, what are the similarities with those? Do you see any with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like when I downloaded it first, when I was looking at the images, I was like, huh, this gives me a Fortnite feel. And then I loaded the game up after, it downloaded and all that good stuff. And the music screams Fortnite. Let's see what else. Just like the gameplay, the traps, right?
Right.
That's all Fortnite stuff, similarities.
That's what I thought when I saw Fortnite gameplay. I'm like, whoa, this looks like Orcs Must Die. Then I played it. Then I had it for 2 hours, and an hour and a half of the game it was spent looking through menus and shit.
Yeah, I mean there's so much similarities from Fortnite to Orcs Must Die Unchained. It's interesting, but at the same time, they're both tower defense. Essentially, they have a very similar look, very similar feel. The music definitely, I'm like, hey, that sounds like Fortnite. But maybe Fortnite sounds like Orcs Must Die. I don't know.
Have you played either the Orcs one enough to say which one you say you're going to prefer overall between them?
Both.
Well, no, I mean, I definitely haven't played Orcs Must Die enough. I was playing yesterday and the night before. For a couple hours, I got lost in it. But that, from what I see, it was just, the tower defense and going through different areas. And it's just like oncoming waves of orcs and monsters. And there's so many different characters that I haven't unlocked yet. So it's really interesting. As with Fortnite, you can build and, really defend a tower that you create as opposed to one that's already there. So, I mean, they're both different on that aspect. But I find that the Orcs Must Die game, I really got into it because it's so much faster, and there's so many.
Uh-oh.
Sense. I don't know. Who did we just lose? Supersonic Station just fell out. You guys there?
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here.
Just checking.
I think the one thing, and when you're comparing Orcs Must Die to Fortnite, is with Fortnite having that one button switch from attacking to being able to build traps and stuff like that. It's a little quicker. It's a little easier than in comparison to Orcs, which you have to kind of slide back and forth through.
Yeah, you got to tap through them, and then they look mad stupid switching different items. But it is a very slow process when you're trying to quickly throw up a trap, and that sucks.
How is the multiplayer? And I've never played multiplayer in Orcs Must Die.
We did yesterday, and Xbox. I actually did worse because
I did great.
We only get a certain amount of money split between the two of us to spend on traps, and he fucked it up. I'm just saying, you guys. I did play Fortnite though. I went on today to play the Battle Royale stuff, and I died. So yeah.
Oh, I think Rain in the chat actually got to see the It movie.
What's up, Rain? Pennywise disagrees. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that gave it away. Xbot. He definitely saw that movie. I think a lot of people did.
I plan to see it whenever I'm actually brave enough.
So good. Don't go on YouTube. There's too many spoilers. Like they.
I know. I wouldn't look at spoilers. I just need to
death.
Find someone that's brave to like hold my hand.
You know what? You don't need anyone to hold your hand but Pennywise. Okay? You'll be good. I thought they did an awesome movie. Awesome job on that movie. It was really awesome. So did everybody else see it? Not that, you know, this is gaming related. Not yet?
I saw the VR thing that scared the shit out of me.
Oh, that's nothing like the movie, though. You have to see it.
I never even seen the original, like the older, like the mini series version.
The original is really good. Yeah, it's excellent.
Not anymore. It's because it's extremely dated now. Like
you know what, but it's still really good.
It was a movie, TV miniseries, man.
But it's still good. Yeah. That being said, guys, we're gonna move on because everybody talked about what they played, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. I don't know if I'm ever forgetting something because we talk about so much during the half hour it takes us to tell us what we've been playing this week. So I know Mr. Boomstick had a list last week. We're going to talk about his Boomstick Blast from the Past list because we didn't get to talk about it last week and I'm really interested. So Mr. Boomstick, take it from here, please.
Thank you very much, Mel. I appreciate it. So listen,
no problem.
What I want to stress immediately is, you know, there are a lot of people in the chat and we appreciate you coming. This is an Xbox-centric list, but this is not an Xbox show. Everyone here plays pretty much everything. I own everything.
Ditto.
But I play mostly on Xbox. And you know what? In defense of the Xbox, I came up with this list because there's been a perception problem with the console and, you know, some people in charge. And the thing you hear from the ponies and the Nintendos are that we don't have games. And their first party, you know, it hasn't been up to par, in my personal opinion. And if you go back to the OG Xbox, they really had some titles. And,
absolutely.
And what's amazing to me is, like, when you say Nintendo, right, you think Mario, you think Zelda, you think Samus. When you say PlayStation, the list is ridiculous. You think Twisted Metal, you think Kratos from God of War, you think Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Now you're going to think,
Aloy.
Yeah, Aloy is going to be, when you say PlayStation 4, Aloy is going to pop into your mind, you know, and that's great. When you say Xbox, right away, it's Master Chief, it's Marcus Phoenix, you know, it's Forza. But you know what? There was a time where when you said Xbox, the list I'm gonna talk about pops into your mind. And let's start off with an unbelievable multiplayer game that all they need to do is add a couple of zeros to a check and contact Valve and make this game an Xbox One X S exclusive, and that's bring back Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 3.
You're my favorite person now.
Would move consoles like it was going out of business.
You're correct.
It would also be on Steam.
Like, dancing.
Because they own Steam.
Yes. I mean, again, when I say console exclusive, you know, it's very touchy subject with everyone. Yes, it could be on PC, but for the Xbox platform specifically, Left 4 Dead 3 would move consoles. And you know what? When you're down 30 million consoles, you kind of got to make a few moves to get people to jump back. And that obviously was a big 360 game. But I'm going to take it a little further back. And I cannot
before you move on to a different game, I just want to say that game would also be perfect for the whole crossplay because it's mostly and stuff.
Yep.
So that'd be perfect.
No, absolutely. And you know what? It's a game that would move consoles. And I think that's really what this list comes down to. And the next game on the list, which is, I cannot believe we are not talking about this in development already, and that is Knights of the Old Republic 3.
Amen.
I mean, wow. I mean, you want to talk about the most original Star Wars story that has ever been put onto, you know, a console. you know, we're talking that again, WIT would move consoles. And again, I'm not a marketing guy and I don't work for Microsoft, but if someone's listening from Microsoft, you know what? I need a job, so work it out.
Well,
Can we just go back to Left 4 Dead 3.
Oh goodness. Well, first of all, Left 4 Dead 3. I don't know if people have known this, but I have certain people that I talk to in the industry. Supposedly, it's been in development for about 2 years now. All right, and they're being very hush hush on it.
Valve sucks. They're good at
in terms of being exclusive. It's probably not gonna be, but from what I hear, it's been about 2 years in development. They're just not ready to show anything off or say anything about it yet. When it comes to Knights of the Old Republic, which is freaking awesome, that was a great title. I remember when the first one came out, I actually had bronchitis and I was home for a week. All I did for that entire week was play that game. So
that's because you smoked too much cigarettes.
When was the last time I got bronchitis? Anyway, but the thing about that now is you're gonna have to Microsoft is gonna have to talk to Disney and EA because they're the ones who have the rights to first the Star Wars franchise and then Star Wars games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you know what? Again, you know when you're behind and see right now Microsoft is backed into a corner. Yes, the X is going to come out and it's going to be amazing. We're all aware of that. But the problem is that they're in third place. And when you're in third place and there's only 3 developers, I mean, you know, like console makers, that's not a good place to be. And again, the stigmatism that they have with the no games thing needs to be erased. And the way you do that is you bring games back. Now, here's another one. This stayed exclusive for 3 games and originally launched on the OG Xbox, and that would be Splinter Cell. Okay, now I don't know what they would need to do to make this exclusive or make it a year or whatever they would need to do. But if you brought in a new Splinter Cell and you had an incredible multiplayer like the Mercs, Spies versus Mercs, you would get people to buy your console. Again, this whole list revolves around what do I need to do if I'm a Microsoft executive to get people to buy my console? Well, this is the way you do it. And
I played the shit out of Pandora tomorrow, by the way. Like,
what a great game! And the Spies versus Mercs was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. I mean, at first the Mercs were a little OP and stuff like that, but me and because it was always like 2 spies or whatever. So I had a couple people on my friends list that you know, when we went in, we already had our strategy and everything like that, and we used to beat the crap out of the Mercs. Yeah.
And again, you know what? It's something that would move consoles off the shelves and into people's homes if you can play them there. And now, mind you, this list started out with like second and third party, you know, devs. You got to make deals, okay? They were really notorious for making good deals back in the days. I don't know what has happened recently, but the last one on the third and second party list would be a new Ninja Gaiden. Now,
oh my goodness!
I mean, man, I played Ninja Gaiden Black and I beat that on the hardest level. I loved that game. Now, obviously, the director left after 2, and the series kind of went downhill. But you know what? Go out and find Igaki. I don't know what he's doing, but you know, make a deal with this guy and say, listen, can you bring a ninja type game to the Xbox platform and start making new titles?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so now I'm going to move to first party stuff from OG Xbox that I think absolutely, without a doubt, need to come back on the current consoles. And right out of the gate, that would be, how come we don't have a new Banjo and Kazooie? I don't understand how that has not been in development.
Sea of Thieves. That's why.
I was gonna say that before, like in case you didn't mention Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah.
That's one game I want them to make, no matter what.
And you know what, Sea of Thieves, again, I really hope it's the home run that they need, because that company really needs something to hang their hat on, and that would be great. But a new Banjo Kazooie would be great. You know,
I have another cartoon game that I used to play on the OG Xbox. Like, what happened to Spyro? That'd be a good one to bring back.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, when I think Spyro, I hate to say this, I think PlayStation. I don't really think Xbox. You know, same thing like Crash Bandicoot. I know it's been multi systems, but I think PlayStation when you say that. So I don't know if that would be. I mean, it wouldn't be my choice right away. But I'm going to tell you this. You know what? Everyone thinks that you have to have a $60 million budget to make a game that's going to be a hit. I don't think so. I think, Xbox Live and their store, if sold well, and advertised correctly, you could make, a lot of money on a game that you didn't spend a lot. And I think that we all, I don't know if this is for me personally, but a new Crimson Sky needs to be made. I mean, game is listen, I don't think it would, you could probably make an incredible Crimson Sky 2 or just reboot the series for, $4 or $5 million. It's Sky Combat. You're not getting out of the vehicle. Just, do it and bring back. I mean, maybe that's why we're going to get the OG Xbox games, backward compatibility. Maybe they want to test the waters and see, who's playing what. But Crimson Sky would be my choice. And the next one on the list, a new MechAssault. I don't know how many people.
Mr. Boomstick, I just want to just say something before you move on.
Sure.
I have to say that you are absolutely right. They don't need to have a $60,000 budget. They can have a fun game.
Yes.
And have a low budget, and people are still going to enjoy it. But I feel like right now they're trying to cater to everybody who wants that experience, that real life. Like, not everybody is, into that, or not everybody needs that. That's the thing.
Amen.
Absolutely. I 100% agree, Mal. That's great.
Why do they want to cater to one side and not the other? Like, they just need a moment to breathe and definitely watch what people are playing, because I don't care about how real life my game looks. As long as I'm having fun, that's what matters.
Well, they've been doing that with Ori. They gave that a sequel, luckily enough.
And it looks really good. I mean, the first one was hard as balls, but
hopefully this one's harder, because I beat the first one.
Well, I mean, that's, listen, I will play it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to support it. Like, I'm going to support Cuphead. Everyone out in the chat and listening on the air, support Cuphead. It's $20. Buy it when that game comes out.
I'm not buying it.
Xbox needs that whole 360 crowd to come back over. That's what.
Yeah. And you know what? They might. Remember, they left because of power. Power was definitely an issue. And, let's not lie about what Microsoft did. They were so, one-sided with Kinect that they took the power away from the box, and it suffered. And, people who were 360 people were like, yeah, I'm going to pick up a PlayStation 4. It's cheaper and it's more powerful. Well, now the power has shifted, and let's hope that they have the games to go along with that power.
You talk about the Kinect and everything like that, but one of my favorite games this generation was Kinect Sports Rivals. Like, I haven't been able to play it in a long time. I think I traded it in at some point in time, but ever since I traded it in, it's one of those games that when I look at my console and I'm like, damn, man, I can really use that game again. I had a lot of fun with that. So I don't know.
I still play that game.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it too. And I like the old Kinect Sports, like especially the bowling.
The bowling was fantastic, Jay.
That was fantastic. But I found with Rivals, they kind of took a few steps backwards, and I didn't find the bowling as fun. So I stopped playing that pretty quick. And that's unfortunate, because I really enjoyed those types of Kinect games and playing them with my kids. I mean, they were a little younger when I first got the first Kinect games, but they're at that age now where they sometimes will jump into the dance games. But it's nice to go into golf. Like, I don't know if you guys ever play the golf game, and to go in and just like shoot 18 holes just for fun. Like, me and a buddy.
It's a lot of fun. It's relaxing.
I'm not a golf person, but some of those golf games are fun. And I don't even like golf, but I'll play it for a few minutes.
Like, I remember one evening, me and a buddy of mine, we probably drank a dozen beer, just shooting balls in
what?
On the golf course.
What were you guys doing?
Drinking beer, shooting balls.
Shooting balls. Yeah, that came around. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. It really is. And people who say it isn't, they're in denial, or they're either in denial or they haven't tried it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Let's all go shoot some balls.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. Mr. Boomstick, do you have any plans to kind of bring this up to Microsoft at all? Maybe a petition or something? I know petitions are so shunned against.
No, you know what? It's, Microsoft is good about getting messages back to Phil. I mean, he has a lot of people that work for him that listen to podcasts. I don't know if they listen to this one.
Probably not.
Listen, you never know, but it would be nice that someone would hear something, because they need to change the way they're doing things currently. Again, perception will hurt a business, whether it's good or bad. If you have good perception, people will come into your store or buy your console or play games on your console. If you have a negative aura about you, and I hate to say this, Xbox, their marketing really has been second rate, considering they're a multi-billion-dollar company. Their marketing again, I get what they're doing with the X, and I love it. Doritos, Taco Bell, Mountain Dew, great, awesome. You know what? People that eat and drink that, you know what? They're gonna work their way back to Xbox.
You're gonna see more advertising. Yo, boom. What happened was, unfortunately, with this generation's launch, Xbox One, Microsoft stumbled out of the gate. Sony took complete advantage of that. Big gaming media also took complete advantage of that. And before you knew it, PS4 had so many units out there, and there was just so much shit going on that Microsoft as a corporation definitely had to kind of like cut that budget. You know what I'm saying? And now, as at any other time with a lot of tech companies and stuff like that, when you come out with new hardware, if you're a part of a corporation, the corporation adds a few more zeros to your budget. And that's what Microsoft is doing with Xbox. That's why you're seeing these promotions. That's why you're seeing Taco Bell, Doritos. That's why you have so many more commercials now when the NFL is on, because not only do they have the deal with the NFL, Microsoft itself has the deal with the NFL. But they added more money to their budget to promote the new hardware. I mean, it's something that happens a lot, and hopefully this time, people start riding that wave more, and they'll keep those zeros in that budget now.
I've definitely been seeing a lot more Xbox advertising, like a lot of it
happens all the time. Yeah.
I agree, and you know what? You're absolutely right. And let's hope that they can't keep these consoles stocked. Let's hope that they struck lightning in a bottle, and that everyone comes back to the X. I just want to see more games. I know Forza, and I know Gears, and I know Halo. We cannot depend on those three titles.
That is very true.
But
it's weird because Nintendo does that, and they do just fine.
You know what the problem is?
They're lucky though.
Yeah, Nintendo has a very unique fan base, and
they've been around the longest as well.
Nintendo is very Disney-esque. You know what I'm saying? I mean, their characters are widely known, and you know what? Kids from 5 years old to 50 years old like Mario. You can't say that. Do you really want your 5-year-old chainsawing somebody in half? Probably not. And
our 9-year-olds would love that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure that they would, but I don't know if as a parent you want that per se.
Exactly.
But it's just I really miss the 360 days. I gotta say, I mean, as much as
I just went out and bought a new Xbox 360.
Yes, I remember you saying that you're streaming a lot of your stuff, which is dope.
Yeah.
Hey, boom! One thing that's really awesome, as you can see, 2017 in terms of exclusives is very light. But when you look to next year and you see the brand new IP, Sea of Thieves coming out, State of Decay is getting a sequel that's adding the one thing that everybody wanted with that title, which is online multiplayer. So that game could absolutely blow up. Crackdown 3, there's a little time in between, the delay and when it is officially going to release. So hopefully that kind of angry mob out there can calm down about that. You have Forza Horizon 4 is another game that's slated for next year. I mean, not officially, but as we see from the cycle,
but we know
it's
like clockwork with that.
And that is now, I mean, officially that's bigger than motorsport now because it appeals to a wider range. maybe a Halo 6 as well. There is a new Fable under development. So you do have new IPs. You have, Fable coming back within the next couple of years or whatnot. You do have kind of like the foundation with the next Halo, another Forza coming out. So you got to be excited for the future, man.
Oh no, absolutely. Listen, I'm not down and out about Xbox as a whole. I mean, obviously, listen, I can accept 2017 because if you're a Sony fan, you look what they have coming out, you're like, oh wow, another shitty fall. Thanks, Sony. You're the best company ever. No one ever said. No one ever says that. No one says Knack 2 and a crappy driving game, but you know what? Sony can't do no wrong. And again, this is not me fanboying out. This is just reality. If you're an Xbox fan and you admit it publicly, there are a lot of people that want to bring you down because of it. And you know what? I personally don't care. I'm super excited for what we're going to get in the future. I'm hoping that the siren, almost like clockwork. Get
under the bed.
I'm hoping that the next Fable, they have learned their lessons and they look to broader borders. And
I think they need a reboot and they need to go back like before guns again, like Fable 1 and
swords and magic is fine. But you know what? I'm gonna say something, Mel. Please don't block me. Okay, here we go.
Wait, let me get the mute button ready first.
Okay.
All right, go.
Fable Legends was good.
Fable Legends, yes, I think Fable Legends was good. I played it. It's a shame it didn't come out. But I'm going to say this. I think, this is just my opinion, that Fable, the reboot, should be like Destiny 2. I'm just saying that.
Oh, mute him. Mute him now. Now I'm just playing.
Hell to the no.
An open world, single player experience, but you can raid with your friend. Could you imagine getting with 6 of your buddies to raid a gigantic tree boss or one of those giant...
God, where's your gong sound?
Yeah, it's... I'm just saying that it's Destiny has the ability to play... You can play it single player and put a lot of hours in it and still get a fantastic story. But if you want to go multiplayer, you can do that. And I think that Fable needs to change a little bit, and they can still have a fantastic story, but still add the multiplayer aspect of it, where you're in there with 6 of your friends running around to go, raid. Very, very similar to WoW, but I'm just saying
I have to say I don't disagree with you. I mean, aside from the Destiny aspect of it, any game that I can play, especially like with as many of my friends as I can, that's all I care about. Like, I would like to play like games that have a lot more friends in them that I want to play. Not, let's say Halo and Big Team Battle.
Oh, that's
I want to be able to play all my games with big groups of friends, because you can't always play with all your friends, or sometimes people have to switch out and it sucks. Like, why can't we just play with everyone, So I think that would, I would totally like that. But with more than 6 of my friends.
I know Jay has been, a long time, Xbox person. What do you think, Jay, about that whole Fable kind of like bringing it more similar to Destiny, man?
I don't think it'd be a bad idea, since Destiny's been kind of the staple now for the... I don't even want to call it an MMO, but it's MMO-ish, and
MMO-ish. I like that.
I don't know if that's a word.
It is now.
But the fact that that Destiny is so popular, that if they were to introduce a Fable-style game very similar to Destiny, and throw in that fantasy element, I think it would do really well. I honestly do.
Yeah, I agree. Guys, I have to pause this conversation for a minute. I want to just dive into the chat because we have a couple questions here. Yard Stomper 1978 says, Mel, have you or Xbox heard anything about the Xbox One X pre-order tier? Can you ask the panel, please? Not really sure what you mean about the pre-order tier, but when they're going to be allowing pre-orders of the regular Xbox One X, not the Project Scorpio edition, perhaps?
Damn, they should have done that by now. They said early, like this month. Last month, they were like, yeah, early next month, you'll be able to pre-order the non-Scorpio edition.
Yeah, I thought
Xbox One X. So they're kind of they're running a little late, guys.
What the fuck? Nintendo strategy.
Oh, maybe. Hey. And then we also have
I think she got muted.
Oh, we lost somebody.
Mel had an update on her computer. I'm not sure if it's giving her a hard time.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
Well, we're still live, and we're just waiting for Mel to come back.
Yeah. Well, I might as well talk. I was going to say something about the Fable thing. Might as well while we're waiting.
Yeah, brother, go with it.
Like I don't disagree with what you were saying. Like Fable has been a game that has multiple changes made to it. With the Fable, like what was it, Fable Heroes, the arcadey one?
Yeah.
Arcade game, and Fable Legends. And I actually really like Fable Legends. I was playing that for months, like in the closed beta. I seen it grow, change, and by the time it did get cancelled, it basically was a nearly finished game. They could have went into an open beta with that. But like being an MMO type of thing, like I'd be on board. I'd play it as long as it does allow a lot of single player for people that just want to stick to single player content. But because of what happened with Legends, I think they're gonna be safe.
It would probably leave a bad taste in people's mouths. They'd be a little nervous because you said multiplayer, and they would probably think the Legends, so that would be questionable. But if they took the route on, again, what made Fable incredible was the story, and it was very comical, and there was a lot of stuff you can do within the world that made the world feel alive. You know, again, I don't want to beat on the Destiny horse here, but Destiny 2 proves that with the correct amount of time, you could logistically do a good story that grips you. I mean, like I don't turn from the screen when I'm playing the story mode and something's up and they're explaining something. I can't turn away from the screen. I want to see and hear everything that's going on.
Yeah. Earlier, you were saying that you played Destiny 1 like single player, like you were. When Destiny 1 came out, like I was literally only playing that with my friend or stuff like that because I wasn't really able to get into it when I was just doing solo. But I played through basically 90% of the game, Destiny 2, like just single player, like by myself, and I was having a lot of fun. Like it was just everything in the game was just a lot more interesting and entertaining. Like everything was like doing a lot better. Like it wasn't as like even though you're still grinding,
but it didn't feel like it though.
Yeah, he took lots of steps out that annoyed people.
And you know, and again, Fable is such a story-driven. It has such a great history. You know, I mean, listen. Besides a couple of bombs that they had, Fable 1, 2, and 3. Let's call a spade, were fantastic games, and they had massive story. Just imagine adding that with the ability to play with your friends. I don't say it has to be like Destiny, but if you could raid or quest with your friends, and you have 6 friends all on the same chat line, and you're going to do one particular thing, that would be amazing.
You're kind of like describing it. It's starting to sound more like World of Warcraft than Fable. Like Fable 2 is one of my favorite games. I would not want it to see it change like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the new Fable, if they were to come out, because they made the little arcade game, which I don't think it was a success, and Fable Legend ended up getting cancelled.
Right.
Even though lots of us would be open to like a new change or a new look to Fable, I think this is going to be like a very safe bet, Fable. Like I think it's going to be single player with co-op like Fable 2 and 3. But it's going to be...
and that would be fine. Fable. Yeah. That would be fine because Fable 2 was absolutely fantastic. There's no doubt in my mind that if you just gave us a Fable 2-esque experience with the ability to bring in a buddy, like, hey, listen, I'm running this thing. I need help with this boss, and you at least do it co-op. That's great. But I just think that, I mean, I think you're right though, and
hey, guess what?
They spent so much money on Legends, a game that was almost complete. And they're not gonna could do a big AAA development and go through all that again, just to announce something that's slightly different from what lots of Fable fans are used to, just to complain about and just bash it before even playing it. Like, I believe lots of people were way too harsh on Fable Legends. Like, way too harsh. I know
Xbot and Mel left to go buy Destiny 2. They said they'd be right back. I'm just kidding.
They're at GameStop buying 2 copies right now.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Dave.
No, that's okay, dude. I mean, that's funny because you don't know.
I just heard a goat.
Has anyone here played the Fable card game?
Yes, I love it. I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan. I played the card game as a kid, like a lunatic. So I'm enjoying it. I've played it. Yes.
Well, that's good. Like, I think it's good that Microsoft at least allowed those developers to keep working on that game by themselves.
Yeah, well, they need it, and they yeah, bro.
Where did that goat come from?
I know. Jay, is that you? Are you responsible for the goat?
Yeah. I'm a little bit responsible for a few things here. I'm playing with some sound effects.
Excellent.